Good morning. So I've already done my workout earlier this morning. You could probably catch it on my stories. But this is our last day back before we go back to school. And so I thought I'd make a wonderful sit down dinner for Sunday night dinner. But because it's a roast, I'm going to make it now and let it cook all day. So I'm going to make a pork loin and a pork loin roast, and so I'm going to share with you how I do that. It's pretty quick and easy, pretty straightforward, so anybody can do this, especially on a weeknight. This is a family-friendly meal. All right, so first of all, I'm going to take my onions, and to feed my family, I'm going to do a huge roast, so I'm going to make 3 onions, and all I do with these is I'm just going to cut them in half and like that, and then it's easy to peel off that outer layer of skin. And I know some of the older women that have taught me to cook stand over the trash can and they really try not to waste any of the onion, and they sit there and try to peel all that skin off real gently, and I'm just not about that. So I'll sacrifice that outer layer, that first good outer layer of skin, in order not to spend all my Sunday trying to peel off the onion, right? Anyway, so we're coming into a new season of life. Of course, it's school season again, and so we've done that many times. But I'm not pregnant or nursing, and so I have more time on my hands. Kind of, I've had that before. When we had Hazel, before I had Hannibal, there's 5 years in between them, so there was quite a few school years that I was able to do this new season of life, and basically of just having warm dinner on the table every night, and time on my hands to do it. So that is the new season of life that we're coming into, and I'm excited for that. So there will be many more family-friendly recipes that I'll share with you guys on how I do this. So all I'm doing is I took these 3 onions and I quartered them, and I put them on the bottom of my roasting pan. And then what I'm going to do next is I will take this big old beautiful roast, and I'm all about not making more work for me and not dirtying more dishes, so I'm actually just gonna keep it in all of its plastic and not let it touch any of my boards and stuff. So I just peeled off the top layer of plastic. What a beautiful roast, pork loin roast that is. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paring knife and I'm literally going to I'm just gonna stab it all the way through. I'm gonna make lots of these, so maybe 20 to 30, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this. So what that does is it tenderizes the meat, and then what I'm gonna do in these holes, by the way, I learned this from Paula Deen, thank you. So I took pink salt and pepper, and I put some shaved lemon in that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a bulb of garlic, and like I said, I have 20 of them, and if they're too big to slit in the hole, I'm just gonna cut it and stuff it down in each hole, so it looks like my knife, so I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'm just gonna cut these bulbs, and whatever bulbs I don't use, I literally have probably 20 to 30, whatever I don't use, I'm gonna put in the pot with like the onions and the carrots and stuff, and it's just gonna flavor the broth and make it yummy. Garlic is so good for us, so beneficial. So, especially for blood pressure and all things blood. Good morning.
What are you having?
This is our dinner for tonight. I'm just gonna cook it today.
Dinner.
Uh-huh. It's gotta cook all day to get good and soft. Yes, ma'am?
But what is it?
It's called a pork roast. Okay. No, ma'am, Hannibal. No hitting.
Can I help?
Yeah, I'll let you help when it's time to dump all those potatoes in there and the carrots, okay? I'll let you know. Okay, so all I'm doing is stuffing this pork roast with all of these little garlic bulbs, and I sliced them. You see, I just kind of sliced them so that they fit into the little hole. And as you get further and further, this pork loin's gonna get mighty fat, and because I'm stuffing, it's muscle full of stuff, so it's gonna get bigger and bigger and harder to push these in, but that's okay. All right, so almost done. Now, some of these holes have two, some of them don't. It's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna take my little concoction and I'm gonna try to put some of it down in these holes, and whatever I don't use, I'm just gonna rub on the top, okay? So what this does is it gets all these flavors down into the meat.
What is that?
Pork loin. This is gonna be our dinner, or it might be our lunch if I'm gonna get it in here soon enough. But hopefully it's our dinner. Okay. So I don't know, that was probably 3 tablespoons of salt, the zest of 2 lemons.
I hope it's dinner.
So I'm gonna take this off, and it's all good and ready to go. And there it is, ready to go. I'm just gonna place it on top of my cut bulbs of onions. Cannon, come here, Bubba. You wanna help me? So next up, I'm going to take, or Cannon is gonna take the potatoes and the carrots, and he's gonna put them around. Open up, rip that open right there. And he's just gonna put them around the roast. Just dig your finger in there and just rip it. Like, oh, right. There you go. Here, let me help you. Get those carrots. I'll get these, you get the carrots. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So these are just a bag of purple, yellow, purple potatoes. They're called Smart Bite potatoes. Okay, go ahead, baby. Put all the carrots around. Put all the carrots around. There you go. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Oh, careful.
It's okay.
Be careful.
It's okay. So we're almost done, and this is gonna go at 250 degrees for nearly all day. I mean, we're probably gonna eat an early dinner at like 5-ish, so it's going to be good to go. Now, I'm not gonna add any liquid to this because the pork will rear its liquids, and so will the onions, and it'll just roast all good and healthy for us. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and if you'd like to see any more recipes from me, comment below and tag a friend. Let people know that this is what's going on.